Hey everyone, it's Nurse Cindy and welcome back to Cindy's Culinary Corner. Today I have a treat for you guys. Very, very beautiful. I know, guys. Such a bright orange color. That's the thing with cooking. Make it your own. That's the message of today. You can live that lifestyle of eating healthy and living well. We'll do it together. Hey everyone, welcome back to Cindy's Culinary Corner. Thank you for clicking on this video. If this is your first time here, go ahead and click the subscribe button and turn on your notifications so that you can know when new videos drop. Now today I wanted to share with you all this new ingredient that I have added to my pantry. This ingredient I have seen before in the stores, but I never really took a chance on trying to see how I can get creative with it in the kitchen. Black garlic, y'all. I don't know if you all have seen black garlic before. I've seen it at several stores, but I wasn't as curious to try it. But yesterday something bit me in the butt and I decided to go ahead and get black garlic seasoning salt and also black garlic cooking paste. Now, I've made a few dishes with this spice and let me tell you, it is so good. So simple, and it makes cooking easy. So I wanted to show you all how you can use black garlic 4 ways. Let's get into it. Okay guys, so the first way that I'm going to be incorporating black garlic into a meal is making a sweet black garlic butter sauce. Now, the ingredients that we're going to be using is going to be linguine. We have some parsley, some shallots, some mushroom, whatever mushroom you like, some broccoli, black pepper, and some culture-free vegan butter. Now the reason why I'm using vegan butter is because honestly, I have tried to incorporate dairy back into my diet. My belly doesn't really like it that much, so I try to minimize my consumption of dairy as much as possible. You can use regular butter if you like, but vegan butter is healthy. I'd like to say just be mindful of the sodium content, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and set up our cooking station. I'm going to be making our pasta off-site, and we're going to make the sauce here. All right guys, so let's get into the ingredients and start prepping them for our dish. Right here I have a beautiful shallot that we're going to just kind of just chop up a bit. Doesn't have to be cut in any special way. Shallots are very mild in flavor and they're a little sweet. So I'm going to have these cooked down a bit with the other vegetables. Our mushroom and our garlic, and we're going to create our sauce. Shallots have surprisingly become a very favorite of mine because you can add them to almost anything and they don't burn your eyes as much as regular onions, so I'm real thankful for that. I'm going to do one more chop here. All right, now that we got that one chopped up, I'm gonna go ahead and put some olive oil in our pan. Oh my goodness, I just talked about it not burning and I just got a hit of whatever juice is in this shallot. My eyes are burning. Oh Lord. Okay, I think we're good. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil in here. Not too much because we're gonna be putting our vegan butter. Let that cook a bit. I'm gonna add that in there. And then I'm gonna go ahead and slice my mushrooms. You don't have to slice them any way special. I'm gonna slice it here. Now watch my fingers, y'all. I almost lost my finger yesterday. Almost lost my finger, y'all. Thank God for waterproof Band-Aids. I'm just gonna go ahead and chop this all up and add them to our pan, and then we're going to cut up our broccoli. All right, so we have our mushrooms cut up, and I'm going to let that cook down a bit. And start cutting our broccoli. Now, 1 second. I have pasta water in the background that is ready. So I had to go ahead and put our pasta in the water because we are multitasking. That's how you get your meal done sooner in a shorter period of time. Now, looks like our shrimp is starting to sweat down a bit. And I can smell the aroma of that mushroom and shallot combo, which smells so good. And I'm going to let that continue and quickly add our broccoli in. Now, depending on the broccoli sizes, you may have to cut them in half, which I've done so already. And that'll just help with cooking time. This one looks like it needs to be cut in half. So we do that there. And that'll just help for everything to just cook quicker. The smaller it is, the less amount of heat that it needs. So we're gonna add those in there. And then going to put some water to allow the veggies to steam, mainly our broccoli. And we're going to continue to make our sauce after that. Okay guys, our broccoli has cooked. It is nice and soft, and so has our pasta that I have here off to the side. What we're going to do is put together our black garlic butter sauce. Here I have some vegan butter. I'm going to go ahead and add that into our pan here. I'm going to mix that in. All right, I'm going to mix that into our broccoli mixture here and let it melt down. Now, as that's melting down, we have to add the star of this dish, and that's the black garlic. So we're going to put in some black garlic seasoning salt. Looks like that has. Now, some of these things, they do, that's not the top, they do cake up. And that's actually a good thing. You know why? Because that means there's no preservatives in here. Which, that is true. There are no preservatives in here. Clumping may occur because we don't use additives. You don't want additives. Alright, so I'm going to sprinkle in some black garlic seasoning salt. Now this has salt in it, seasoning salt. So we're not going to add any additional salt yet until after we taste. And then I'm going to go ahead and put some black garlic paste. I really don't want to dirty this. So I'm going to go ahead and add some black garlic paste. We're going to put our heat up a bit just to get things going. There we go. There goes the sizzle. I can hear it, but can you see it? So I'm going to go ahead and put it on like a medium high heat there. Mix everything in. Now, as you can see, our black garlic is all melted down with the vegan butter, and we don't have too much liquid at the bottom of the pan, but we need something to coat our pasta. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and add some reserved pasta water, because all the starch in there is going to go ahead and thicken up our sauce. Just gonna let that go ahead and incorporate shortly, and then we're gonna taste it to make sure that we have enough salt in here. Now we're going to put a little pinch of black pepper while everything is going on and thickening up in our sauce, just to get a little kick of spice. Honestly, this smells really good. It smells really good. If you don't have black garlic in your pantry, go ahead and give your pantry some new friends. Spice up that pantry because this is an ingredient that has a special flavor profile, and it'll just give you a little something different every now and again when you want to switch things up in the kitchen. So we're just going to let that boil down a bit, and while that's happening, I'm going to go ahead and chop up some parsley, and we're going to add that into our sauce. So I saw a little trick, right? First of all, before I talk about my trick, sometimes they say, not sometimes, I have heard and I have read, actually, that I guess this is the stem of the herb is very full of flavor. And I can tell you that for sure just by smelling this. But if you don't want that flavor of the herb to be too powerful in your dish, you're going to remove the leaves off of the stem, okay? These aren't too thick, so I'll leave this one here. But we're just gonna cut it up. And another thing with parsley has a very strong flavor, especially raw, fresh parsley. So I'm someone who likes to cook it in the middle and not just sprinkle it at the end, unless it's dried, because fresh parsley, to me, it's real strong, you know, and it kind of makes me a little nauseous. So we're going to add it in now as our sauce is thickening up. It doesn't have to be perfect at all. It does not. It's going in the belly. The belly doesn't care. Just make sure it's healthy. All right, so as you can see, our sauce is coming together. So I'm gonna go ahead and add our fresh parsley in there. Make sure we got all of that. And then we're gonna mix. Now, I don't know if you guys can see this, but our sauce is actually thickening up. I just need to let it sit for a little longer. So I'm just gonna let our parsley go ahead and get incorporated. But at this point, honestly, we can taste the sauce. The reason why I say taste the sauce, we need to see, do we need a little more of the garlic seasoning salt? So go ahead, give it a little taste. That is very good. That is very good. I do want to add a little bit of black pepper, honestly. I taste the seasoning salt. I'm going to put a little more black pepper. And a pinch more of the seasoning salt, just a pinch. And we should be good. Right? So our sauce is reducing, as you can see, as I'm mixing in the black pepper that we just added and seasoning salt, and it's starting to reduce a lot. So what I'm going to do is turn down our heat so we don't lose our sauce that we just made. And we're going to start to fold in the pasta. Okay, so we have our cooked pasta here, and it's been waiting in this pot. This is a good little trick for you all. If you're going to cook pasta early and put it on the side like I did, key point that has to be made is to go ahead and drizzle a little bit of olive oil on there so it doesn't stick. And I did not do that, but still all right. So I'm going to start to fold in our pasta. I'm going to put it up just a bit because that's going to help to get the sauce coated well. Now, pasta is a starch, so pasta will absorb the sauce. So once I go ahead and put all of our pasta in the pan here, I'm going to just let it sit, and then we'll plate it. All right, so we're just going to do a little bit of tossing, a little bit of tossing. Yeah, we can put that all the way down. Because we don't want dry pasta, but we don't want mushy pasta. So that's why I cook my pasta for 10 minutes. That gives me that al dente texture. And give us the bite, perfect bite that we're looking for. You can see our sauce is coating our pasta well. So our pasta is just about done. All we're gonna do is allow the sauce to really incorporate itself into the pasta that we just added. So in order to do that, we're just gonna put it on low heat. I'm just gonna put it on a low heat, let it sit for a bit. Do one last sprinkle of black pepper. When it comes to spices, I always feel like you can't have enough of something, aside from salt. Just gonna put a little bit of black pepper there to make sure that our noodles don't feel neglected. You're just gonna toss it a bit more and let it sit on the medium heat. Let it sit on the low heat. Not trying to burn it. And then we're going to plate it. So I'll show you the finished product. All right, guys, so as you can see, the linguine with the black garlic butter sauce is a very simple dish to make. It doesn't require too much time or too much ingredients. Now, this is a dish that I'd like for you all to try or make a spin of it of your own. If you do give it a try, leave a comment in the section below. Let me know what you think about it or anything that you did differently. Love to see you guys next time as we try black garlic a different way. See you soon.